The Atlanta Falcons have a chance to improve their roster in a big way, and almost no one is talking about it. Now, after the injury to Divine Deablo and the struggles we've seen from J.D. Bertrand, linebacker has become one of the thinnest spots on this Atlanta Falcons team. And now there's a massive name sitting out there on the market that the Atlanta Falcons could be interested in. Isaiah Simmons. Now, could he actually be on his way to Atlanta? We're going to break all of this down in this video. For those who are wondering, here's the current situation in Atlanta. When Divine Deablo went down in Week 7 with a forearm fracture, the Falcons turned to second-year linebacker J.D. Bertrand. And in Week 8 against Miami, it absolutely was terrible. It wasn't pretty at all. Now, according to Pro Football Focus, Bertrand was targeted 9 times. And you want to know about those 9 times? 8 of those turned into completions. And you may say, but there's more. 2 went for touchdowns, and Tua had a passer rating of 142 throwing in his direction. That's not just a tough day. That's being singled out and attacked every single play and every single drive. And if I'm Miami, why would I do anything different? Because it worked all day, all game. And if you watch the game, the eye test matched the numbers. Bertrand just isn't ready to handle that workload. He played 68 snaps, more than almost anyone on the field. Meanwhile, the rest of this committee, because we're replacing Divine Deablo by committee, such as Josh Woods, Jordan Fuller, DeMarco Hellams, and Ronnie Harrison, combined played for 27 snaps. It was Bertrand or bust, and the results clearly showed that Bertrand shouldn't be on the field. Now, Raheem Morris said after the game that it's always this next man up mantra. You know how he is with his quotes and sayings. But the truth is, the next man up has to be ready. And that's simply not the case with J.D. Bertrand, which is exactly why Isaiah Simmons could be a game changer for this Atlanta Falcons team. Now, let's talk about Simmons. He was a top 10 draft pick coming out of Clemson. He's a freak athlete who could play linebacker, safety, and a little slot corner. The potential was sky high for this guy, but his NFL career hasn't gone the way many has expected. The Packers gave him a shot this offseason. They moved him to linebacker, tried to carve out a role for him, but it just didn't click. Too many missed tackles, blown coverages, not enough big plays. Green Bay cut him right before final roster cuts. Simmons then worked out for the Steelers, but the Pittsburgh Steelers also passed on him and went with Jacoby Whitman instead. So here it is, still available, waiting for another chance. And that's where the Atlanta Falcons come in. Now think about it. The Falcons need linebacker depth. They just can't hope Bertrand suddenly develops into a starter overnight. And while Simmons isn't a guaranteed fix, he gives you something that you desperately need right now. Athleticism, versatility, and a veteran presence in the rotation. He's still only 27 years old. He has the tools to play multiple positions in Jeff Ulbricht's defense. And most importantly, he doesn't need to be that star. He just needs to be better than what we saw in Week 8. And that bar is set really low right now. Now, I'm not saying Simmons is a lock to succeed. He really isn't. There's a reason why Green Bay and Pittsburgh moved on from him. He's been inconsistent. He's bounced between positions. And at some point, potential has to turn into production. But here's the key question for Atlanta. Can it get much worse than what we saw against Miami? And the answer to that is absolutely not. At the end of the day, Isaiah Simmons may not be the best NFL player, but he's better than J.D. Bertrand. What's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over again, expecting different results. The Falcons look insane right now for playing J.D. Bertrand because we expect him to do something different, and he shows us every week he's not ready to play NFL linebacker. And honestly, he shouldn't even be on the football field. But the Falcons are somehow still alive in the NFC, and they've got talent on offense. The secondary has been pretty solid, but linebacker depth could derail this defense if they don't address it fast. Simmons may not be perfect, but he could be exactly the low-risk, high-reward signing that this team needs. So, Falcons fans, what do you think? Should Atlanta take a chance on Isaiah Simmons, or should they stick with their young guys and hope someone steps up, or pray that something gets better? Let me know what your thoughts down in comments. And if you enjoyed this video, please do me a favor. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. And like always, Peace.